Well, hello there, Virgo. It is so good to see you again. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. We're going to be doing your August career and money tarot reading today. So we'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll go to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support. Wow, that one is jumping out. So let's get started with your reading. Okay, we have solitude. In silence, peace prevails. Okay, that is your hermit energy, Virgo. You know, the Lionsgate portal opens, or is already actually open, but it is officially full open on August 8th. And you know, it really kind of started with July 28th with the new moon in Leo, and it'll continue until about August 12th. I feel like, you know, this is a time where a lot of us are really kind of spending time by ourselves, you know, finding that peace within. What is it that our heart desires? How do we see ourselves in the world, and what is it that we want to create and put out there? And Virgo, you have had some really strong readings lately. I feel like you're taking this time, you know, to really kind of go within, trying to better understand what it is that you're wanting to create in the world. And dear spirit, bring a gentle touch. Such a Virgo energy there. I feel, you know, it's kind of they're saying Teddy Roosevelt. What was his saying? Walk softly and carry a big stick, something like that. You know, he had this energy of really embracing life, right? He loved the outdoors. He had a great sense of humor. He enjoyed being around people. He also kind of was a King of Wands energy, if you will, because he was very visionary, very inspiring, very motivated. He was, you know, a United States president that really kind of embraced the energy of taking on the world. And it's kind of interesting that he's coming up in this reading because I'm not sure if he was a Virgo, but it is that energy here in the Leo season. We are all encompassing some of those Leo traits of being strong, courageous, brave, taking action. And I feel like it's almost like this is the calm before the storm, but it's not a bad storm. It's like a good storm. It's a storm where a storm of activity and strength and courage on your part. But, you know, Teddy Roosevelt always said to do it with a gentle touch. You know, the teddy bear is named after him, you know, being very gentle like a teddy bear, but also having that, you know, to me, you know, carry the big stick is really about really having a strong spine about yourself, understanding, standing up for yourself, understanding what it is that you want out of your life. And, you know, the clarity of where you're going, what it is that you're doing. So let's go to the tarot. Let's get some more details. Interesting. Okay. Playing it safe on the bottom. You know, I think it's really interesting. Look at the energy of these two cards. Very similar. You know, both of them are kind of like sitting at a table, kind of a little bit by themselves in a protective type of environment inside the picket fence, you know, playing it safe. You may be playing it safe right now because it's almost this energy of trying to figure out how you are. It's almost as if you are trying to prepare yourself for putting yourself out there, being really bold and brave. And I feel like, yeah, you're just, wow, you're really wanting something really intensely. Time, Seven of Pentacles, putting your time and energy, but I think you're putting your time and energy into, you know, loving yourself. And then we have the Gemini energy here with the Lover's card. We have the Judgment. You know, I feel like this is all about making choices. This is your career money sector. So the Lovers card is really indicating you could have a business partner or trying to bring in a business partner or decide about how you want to proceed with a business partner, reuniting perhaps with a business partner from the past. But it's really about making decisions and choices that are based on what it is that you want for yourself. Because both of these are solitary, it could be that you have been working by yourself for some time. Maybe, you have your own business or you're a freelancer, or even if you work for a company, like maybe you're working remotely at home, something like that. But in that solitude, I feel like you're gaining some wisdom about how working with other people is perhaps something that you really want to do. You've had some time and energy to really concentrate on yourself, but now I feel like you're wanting to reach out to more people, whether you actually want to collaborate with other people or you want to reach other people with your gifts and talents and creative abilities, because we have the consciousness of lack. I don't think this is a consciousness of a lack of money or anything. To me, it's kind of like, I feel like you're missing people. You're missing having people to work with or collaborate with, or perhaps even to create for. There is this energy of, I feel like you did have to go within for some time, working remotely or by yourself. That was kind of healing to you in some way. But now it's kind of like, no, I want to work with others or for others, create for others, have others in mind. Yeah, it's about putting your energies out to the world. You could be creating like a new blog or online business, something like that. Like really, I feel like you really want to put your energies out after a long time of kind of like playing it safe. A little bit of hiding from the world, I would say, almost an energy there. It's kind of like, no, I'm ready. I'm ready to put myself out there in a new way. Really interesting. Let's because I feel as if you have this decision. I think this is a huge shift in your thinking. Some of you could be moving. It's almost this energy of wanting something. It's like wanting a different world for yourself, but I really feel like it's a different life, a different career life. Let's put it that way, or the way that you work. So once again, if you've been working remotely, you might be kind of like, no, I want to go and find a job where I go to an office where other people are. I really want to collaborate with other people. Or, perhaps, if you've had your own business or something, maybe you're understanding that you want to really network with other people that are doing similar things. I just really feel like you're trying to, you're inspired. Wow, this is lovely. Hierophant on the bottom. My goodness, Taurus energy. It's a total shift in your belief system. Once again, we have the Nine of Pentacles, independence and freedom, maybe financial freedom, but now you're looking at it differently with the Judgment card coming up twice about what really is going to make you happy. For some of you, this could be a shift. You could have thought that you wanted a job where you could work remotely, okay, by yourself, maybe have a lot of extra free time, financial freedom with the Nine of Pentacles, right? This is the single lady card. You could have been like, it's just going to be me. I don't really care about maybe having a family or, whatever. I'm just, going to be me on my own. Maybe you're a nomad, that type of thing. And now I feel like you're looking at that differently, it's kind of like, no, wait a minute. I don't, I needed this time by myself. to listen to what it is that my heart really desires. But now, look at 10 of Cups. I want to be around other people. Perhaps, you thought you'd be single for life, and now all of a sudden you're like, no, I'd like to be in a partnership and perhaps even have a family. If it's your career and money sector, once again, you could have been working on your own and happy doing that. And now all of a sudden you're reassessing that and thinking, no, I'd like to go to an office and work with other people, collaborate with other people. Yeah. I mean, you have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. I feel like, there could have been this scenario like years ago, like maybe 6 to 8 years ago. It could maybe 5 years ago. Where you kind of withdrew from the world a little bit. Maybe you had some type of a tower moment, you had a relationship that ended, or a job or a career that ended, and you really just had to kind of spend some time, okay, kind of on your own, building your own financial freedom, building kind of a life that you kind of enjoyed. But I also feel like it didn't have a lot of commitment to it, okay? Because you were kind of almost like trying to find yourself a little bit. And now you're kind of coming out of that, like you've done the healing. And you also recognize that by doing that healing, you now have a new purpose in your life. Your soul's purpose. Like you're stepping into that energy of wanting to create something big. And I'm going to say really kind of worldly. It's either, trying to heal the world, because we have this consciousness of lack. I almost feel like you understand that there's a lot of people in the world that are lacking right now, perhaps lacking, financially, but also, just lacking to me I'm really getting a sense, not so much materialistically, but you see how this person is kind of looking down. I feel like you understand that there's a lot of sadness in the world, and that you now have had this opportunity to go within to understand how to heal that. And you're wanting to give, out of our pain comes our purpose. And I feel like you have gone through that. You've healed your pain, and now you want to help heal the world. You want to turn around the sadness that is in the world somehow. So you're inspired. You have the Ace of Wands. You're wanting to change your life in order to help others. I think you may have, for like the last 5 to 7 years or so, you may have been really focusing on you. And now it's kind of like, no, now I'm inspired to go and help other people. This is a real transformation, offering your love. And when I say that, it's not like romantic love. It's really about really connecting with other people through the heart chakra, really connecting to their pain, but also connecting to helping them to be on a healing path. Wow, really, very spiritual. 8 of Cups. This is walking your spiritual path, walking, towards your own happiness and fulfillment. You're understanding that by helping others, that you are also helping yourself to find that fulfillment that you may be missing or have been missing for some time in your life. Because your obstacle here is, to recognizing this healing has happened. I feel like you may be even toying with, am I ready for this? But you have the Ascended Masters. This is your Ascended Masters coming in and saying, yes, Virgo, you are healed and you are ready for this journey. It's almost as if, I really think that it has been so long that you're almost questioning, are you really ready for this? Like, I'm going to call it global healing. That's how I feel like you are going to be somewhat of a global healer. Wow. You have had some intense readings, and I have to say the energy here is pretty intense. Yeah. Oh my goodness. 4 of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like you're holding on to your safety net. You're wanting to hold on to something that is safe. We have Scorpio energy here with the Death card. Allowing this independence, this, I want to say financial freedom, okay? There is something in the financial freedom that you are understanding is not bringing you fulfillment, because you may have been concentrating on your career, your pentacles, your finances, which is all fine, part of the healing process, right? When we have a breakup, a romantic breakup, or a relationship ends in our life, a lot of times we throw ourselves into our career. I feel like you've done that, but in that you've kind of like come through this situation, and now you're understanding that, okay, I've put all this time and energy into finding my financial freedom. Okay, maybe I'm financially secure, but at the same time, I'm not fulfilled in my heart, in my love sector. And it's not necessarily romantic love, although you may be seeking that too. But I also feel like you're feeling like you're not connected to other people, because you're looking at your belief system about this. You have the Hierophant on the bottom. That's our beliefs about ourselves and how we fit into the world. I think that is changing dramatically. And bring a gentle touch. The thing that's coming up with this is that in the past you may have, Virgo, you are so detail oriented, so routine oriented. Sometimes you can be a perfectionist, and you can be kind of harsh critically to yourself or to others at times. I feel as if this solitude has helped you to recognize that trait. And that's a generalization of Virgos, right? Because you have so many wonderful traits. Like having routines in your life is a really good thing, but sometimes you can be a little bit obsessed with the routines, right? So this is an energy of, I feel like you've transformed that, and you have a much more gentler, mutable type of energy around that. You've recognized something about yourself during this time period. Really interesting. Okay, so yeah, your advice here is to move on. But some of you, okay, with the professional assistance, some of you may have gotten some professional assistance. You may have hired a life coach or a therapist or a counselor or something like that during this period of solitude to help you to do this healing. But now I feel like a lot of you are actually going to become professional assistants in the fact of, being now a life coach, a therapist. It could be even a healer, as far as, like maybe a Reiki healer or a tarot reader. It could also be with this, because of the world. I feel like some of you may even be stepping into, you could be like going into like government work or being a lawyer or something like that in order to help write, like a human rights activist, something like that. Yeah, I really feel like you're taking whatever steps that you have used during your solitude time, okay, to heal. And now you're taking it out into the world. The Six of Swords is this energy of moving. And I feel like for some of you, you may actually be moving, maybe to a new country. Some of you might be moving to a tropical island. I've never noticed that before. There's like a tropical island down there. Some of you may actually even be moving to a tropical island or to another country in order to help. I feel like you're just being called to go in a completely new direction. Six of Cups, Three of Cups, Seven of Wands, the Tower. Yeah, I feel like, you're thinking of perhaps a time in your life where things were happier, simpler, childlike, embracing that energy. There could have been a time in your life where you were really joyful, okay? And it could have been in childhood or it could have been in adulthood. But I feel like you want to celebrate this. You want to bring that same type of feeling to more people. Once again, you may feel like people are sad. There's this sadness in the world, however that relates to your situation, and you're wanting people to celebrate, to be able to overcome any of the obstacles that they have in their life, so that they can feel this energy of celebrating life instead of feeling like, okay, life is something I have to kind of get over, Yeah, really interesting. I really do feel like you're wanting people to kind of like be able to celebrate life again, however that means, and that means helping them to heal so that they can see the world. Some of you may actually like suffer from depression or something like that. You may have seen therapists or perhaps medical doctors or something in order to help overcome this situation, this illness, to get on top of it, because I know that can be like a lifelong thing, right? Or you could have had some other medical type of illness that you have had to perhaps that wasn't like something that was really easy to either cure or get on top of with the Seven of Wands, right? And now you're kind of like, yeah, wait a minute, this is something that I can help other people. They're also saying, you may have had trouble with your weight. You could have been either, overweight or underweight, and that, you sought out help. You've overcome those concerns about your health, and now you're wanting other people to be able to do the same thing. Really very, very purpose driven here. Virgo, I'm going to say, it's really, my heart chakra is really open. I feel like you're doing it out of love. Like, once again, I think you had a focus here of creating financial independence for yourself for some time. I don't think it brought you the fulfillment that you were truly looking for. Not that, it wasn't nice to have the money or whatever, however that plays out for you. But I think you also thought that it was having the money was also going to bring you a sense of fulfillment. And now you're understanding, no, there's something more that I can do here. I also want to point out that, you could be harshly judging, okay? You're a little bit of your obsession, a little bit of an obsession with your finances, of building up a big bank account and stuff like that. But what they're saying to me is that not to be too harsh with yourself by building up. If you were able to acquire, a large sum of money, however that may play out for you, that it is also now giving you options as far as how you can proceed in helping other people. For some of you, you may have come into a windfall or something. You may have gained an inheritance or something. You could have people that are judging you harshly because you're like, yeah, well, I quit my job because I want to go, maybe you want to go be a missionary or something like that. And people could be, oh, well, you got that big inheritance, so now, you're going to, they could be like trivializing what it is that you want to do. Not to worry about that. Because whatever this is that you are about to do, it is amazing. And it is going to, it's also, for some of you, if you have not been able to, have a windfall or something like that. For some of you, I feel like you're going to be you either already have some type of windfall that has come your way, so an inheritance, or, you were able to, I don't know, sell a piece of real estate or something like that. And now you have a large sum of money and, at least enough that you can go and do something in a new kind of arena. Maybe you're going back to school in order to become a therapist or something like that. Yeah, there's this energy of really taking that money and recognizing that it is part of your soul's purpose. This money came in for for you to be able to use in order to help others heal. Whether that's going back to school or starting your own business or having the opportunity to, travel to another country, and live the life of a missionary or whatever that may mean. Awareness. When I focus on positive energy, I am aware that I attract more of it. Yes, I truly feel like you are in that energy of understanding that you can bring your gentle touch to this situation, I mean, every Virgo I know is just such a gentle soul. You're very very spiritual, very much of a gentle touch. You do have a gentle touch, and I feel like because that is being really highlighted here. It is about stepping into that energy, knowing that you don't have to be, like Leos can be louder, and that type of thing, that you don't need to be that. You could have siblings that are kind of like more boisterous, or, what you're thinking of as charismatic, even like a Teddy Roosevelt, somebody that's bigger than life. Not to worry that you don't have to be that, because what you are providing is the way that you come across to other people, your more gentler touch here is going to be more healing for the people that you are trying to reach. You're going to be more approachable. That's what they're saying. Yeah. Whereas if you were kind of like very boisterous and stuff like that, you're really, I think for some reason, really reaching people that do need that gentle touch. Enchantment. We are enchanted when the muses sing the art spirit into us. Yeah, I feel like you are enchanting other people. I think the way that you are going to be attracting people is to be kind of like this gentle muse, shining your light, your positive energy, putting it out there, but also allowing people to come in as they need to. Yeah, it kind of reminds me when I was a teacher, it seems like over the years, you have those students that are kind of a little bit harder to reach, super quiet, and you kind of have to, just kind of like almost, like I remember would speak to them in a softer tone and, just kind of like, almost get really close, but, close to them in a physically, but so I could whisper so that they would, it was just kind of like pretending like we're in this, our own little bubble, because a lot of times, some students, they don't want anybody else to hear what they're thinking or anything like that. I feel like you're bringing this gentle touch to these people, enticing them to come in and to trust you. That's the key, to build trust with whoever that I feel like you are trying to reach. Yeah. Really, really interesting. Yeah, I really, they're just showing me, there are some people that really can be charismatic and up on stage and loud and, boisterous and everything. You may be comparing yourself to that, but don't. Don't compare yourself to that, because your strength really is this gentle touch, which I have lost now. I don't know where the gentle touch went. That's interesting. There it is. I just turned it over. Yeah, the gentle touch is your key, however that fits. Well, I would really love to hear how this might resonate for you, Virgo, in the comments below. I also do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. And I do hope to see you again really soon. Much love and light to you. Bye for now.